talk about how long-lived alpha-emitting transuranics encased in metal cladding are not a radiological concern. It's the fission products, and they are gone in 200 to 300 years. So I understand the sentiment that this person has, and it just really all depends. So it depends on how it's encased and its chemical material form. So if you have something that's a ceramic, that's pretty hard to distribute. It's pretty hard to aerosolize. It's pretty hard to get into the water. Something that's a powder or that's a salt is a lot easier to get into the water. If it's a salt, it can dissolve. And so it really just depends on its chemical form. Now, when it comes to spent fuel, it's a ceramic, and it's encased in its cladding, but it's in these massive transportation storage casks that are incredibly robust. So they're incredibly safe. It would be very difficult to breach them. You have to have very special equipment. It's got to be very massive. And even then, it requires a lot of training and specialty to get these things open or just to move them. So they're incredibly safe. If you're talking about other waste forms, then not so much. It just depends, right? If you're talking about hazardous materials that you might put into a landfill, it's a very different story. When it comes to nuclear, the regulations require that we are incredibly strict and have incredibly high levels of quality and regulatory compliance when we deal with nuclear waste of any sort. So as a general rule, you're always going to be extremely safe with the materials. And what generally terrifies people is what I just described, the spent fuel casks. But the other forms, it just depends, right? What type of radiation is it? What's its chemical form? Is it something that can get into the air? It can get into the water. Is it alpha, beta, gamma? In terms of whether it's an internal or an external hazard. And so those are going to be more specific to the waste form and the scenario that's under question. So I hope that helped. I hope everybody learned something there and that it was useful. And I hope you all have a good day. So thanks for watching. Bye.